but now they're doing it against a more standard composition, something that they're used to playing against, which could really give them an advantage.
Oh, straight off the bat, it's going to be a hit towards the bottom of B here, right off a ramp. A trade back and forth leaves only one down for each team as they are searching for each other and just this one extra smoke. Mitch on the side, it's going to be Naswar up high that able to trade that one back, and now a beaten and bloodied C9 are left with 2 to defend.
I love here that Cortesia is not continuing to push forward. It allows for them to just fight a 1v1, but even for C9, they don't care about front B. They want to trash him right away.
Oh, that's beautifully done there, but Net's able to find that quick trade for the teammate. The ghost is there for Net. Usually alone on the lurk, knows this situation and how to create 1v1s, but is it going to be enough? There's one, the trade, almost a swing just under the chin of ASPAS and a miss as ASPAS cleans up Net. MIBR get the pistol round.
Kind of work a default in that 1-3-1 right after on your attack side default, but MIBR are leaning towards B a lot here. Owl Jones still to start things off and potentially waste out the first wave of util as Mitch finally throws the knife out.
Naswar getting set up on some of those alt orbs here, so they make sure they have a good post plan on these. Net have to go on the ledge. It's just going to mess up his aim. ASPAS takes advantage of that as the rest of MIBR starts to scale into the site very quick. So much more coordination here on just these 2 hits than what we saw in Lotus.
Agreed. And that's the beauty, too, of playing a composition like this for a brand new team. When you talk about the synergy just on paper of what you could do without thinking about the map, you already know the timing that the KO flash could throw, what ASPAS could do on the dash to entry towards that side. It almost looks like an old school ASPAS playing with Loud in their championship days, where he's going to be there, the tip of the spear really going in and finding good value with good util around him. So for MIBR to convert that pistol into a bonus and forcing C9 on a save, that's a night and day performance on what we just witnessed on Lotus.
And you're starting them off at 4-0-1, so ASPAS confidence through the roof as well. He knows there's a lot of utility behind him that can help, and with all the Shenum smokes, he's only having the angles he wants to look at when they enter these sites. Really heady stuff here from MIBR. Great job by C9. They pick up their first, and a few ults to use here coming into round 7.
Yeah, an important ult for a retake or delay here out from Mitch.
ASPAS reaching into the money pit as well. So 2 ops.
And I love this type of battle. Oxy, too, having an opportunity to fight against ASPAS jet on jet in terms of this mirror match. He wants to prove here that he could triumph and take over as the best jet player here in the Americas.
You can see him pushing out of A right now. He's like, maybe I go a little further. He backed up towards the box. Somebody probably saying, Oxy, I see you on the mini-map. Don't go any further.
Advantage, though, is that ASPAS still has his dash. They could leverage that, too, for that one-on-one where Oxy can't really escape. He's got Cloud Burst maybe to try to escape, and it's a 3-2-1 swing. Oh, and a collapse!
Through the knee of Artisan, into the face of ASPAS. A double for Oxy as he pushes up to grab that main control. And now it leaves MIBR wondering. They lose basically everything that would get them into sight, and now they just have that Sova Dart to use from Naswar.
Well, Oxy has dash now, but they lost Zeppo at least. Now, again, great lurks coming out from Cortesia. Thankfully enough, it's maybe enough to break the map going into the re-hit into this B site. The walk for contact.
It's going to be the rotation from Oxy now. Really great save so far by MIBR. Can they keep it going, though, to repair this round? Cortesia with 1, peeks, and it's going to be just off time on Vic, too. That's 3 more now. Oxy, full rotate, blades are out. There's 1 just to his left. Here's the shot actually from Astra as well. Shenum, or Shenum's gonna go down. The ace from Oxy, just to the side. It's gonna be the Oxy ace. Pulls out the round. The iBuyPower ace from Oxy, ladies and gentlemen.
Everything looks so good for MIBR in this post plant. The fact that he walked in, let the site open was Cloud9, and he took advantage of the pinch. The rookies coming in to isolate the players, to shoot them from behind, and suddenly Oxy comes in for the rescue.
I believe that is our first of the week, too. So iBuyPower is giving away a PC for the first ace of the week. After that, a $100 Riot gift card and $100 in iBuyPower rewards for each one we see further for the week. And make sure you hit up iBuyPower on your socials. Hashtag unlock your
that Oxy could instill. After that first kill, you're seeing that Shenum was just running back for his life so that at least they could play the crossfire setup.
You want to fight
but
it?
Oxy did a great job just finding all those timings. MIBR this round, though, looks like they don't want to build up or allow C9 to build up in that on that height. A fast hit towards B.
Oh my gosh. Just ASPAS tunneling down onto Oxy there. They finally get the 2, and yeah, C9's gonna have to wait for the scatter here. Or Mitch, in sight, alone, trying to do things as we see. Zeppa's there, but he can't help. Oh, the creep down. He uses the audio for the drop just to hide it. Still can't find anything as they mill about and try to get another position for the site. It's gonna be Mitch almost with 1, but the trade back from Cortezia. They're still going in. Vic chooses the shorty, but goes back as Zeppa also picks up a frag. It's gonna be Shenum. Now he has to get to the side, just on the ledge. The defuse isn't there. Faking it back and forth, the spin. Vic gives him his back. He's firing too high. He fires to the left, but Shenum's able to grab it. Get that 9th round. Beautiful job. Are we gonna have ASPAS go wild this round, fans? It might be.
He's got Bladestorm and only a shorty. Already pops him in. The drone's gonna try to clear the way for him to move in.
Spike's actually coming here a little bit late. They still can wait for it. It's just gonna be 1, so it looks like C9 will have the retake on this. ASPAS will get all the room that he wants, but he's been pushing up and scaling, causing a lot of problems for C9's retake.
So far, at least, the TP that we see from Vic doesn't allow MIBR to get forward space on top of Heaven. So all they want to do is stall, which is great. MIBR did try to press forward just like this as Artizine almost got punished. And now all of C9 can group up for a flood retake.
The amount of info he just grabbed is huge, but Cloud9's hit could be bigger here. Nice damage to start from ASPAS. Punch's Fury is going to cause a bit of chaos right up the gut in the site as Oxy starts to open it up. Nazra, quick trade back. Everything, a patience, a moment to breathe, but Oxy keeps it going. Not a time to blink, not a moment to move. As Shenum now tries to trade it back with Cortezia. It just leaves Zeppa. Clutches happen every day for this guy, but MIBR has been on point in these post plants. A quick star will deter the defuse, and now Zeppa has to go searching. He almost gets the last one, but Shenum comes up big again. The rookies are firing for MIBR. And the doubters, they can look at the top of the scoreboard there for the side of MIBR. Cortezia and Shenum topping the list there. Quite a few frags over the rest of their teammate. And Cortezia's gonna do it again on Oxy. A huge start off on the round for that first blood.
Yeah, I think Nosworth just went for a recon dart off the pop flash play from C9, and it was just an easy kill as Oxy was trying to find a surprise play.
All right, final round of our first half here. And already they start 5v4 trying to convert this one with a beautiful shot from the Cypher.
Man. That's a green light go for sure.
Yep. Oh, jump over. Insight is easy. Nah, Cortezia is in between just about everybody. How much damage can he do? And Nat's gonna say, not this time.
Yeah, a little bit exposed there at this point, but you still have other players inserted for MIBR. Look at this crossfire that they'll potentially have here towards Z.
Standing ahead.
Quick dart out, they leave tower. It's just kind of a fight for the high ground right now as they're trying to get back into sight. Spike already planted, obviously, so C9's got to do some work here. ASPAS and the rest of the team just start getting frags left and right as that's a 3K for ASPAS. Can grab themselves the pistol back from MIBR.
Interesting round here. You do have a buy from Net onto Oxy. So Oxy's going with the Rate Boss and Shield, and Net only has 2 stars. So that maybe could be good in terms of smoke execs to play towards that site, but the delay that we talked about in the post play that Net was doing so often for G2 is not going to happen there.
Yeah, as 2 stars are to use, you can see one of the Astras just a one-way at the back of sight. Vent's going to be a bit of a fight here for Oxy as he gets another one, but traded by ASPAS. Almost tries to get the dash shot on here. A little tower action coming from MIBR, and Shenum and ASPAS with a great little teamwork play there. Okay. The mechanics that we talk about from ASPAS, just getting a bit of vision on site there, so they have the upper hand. Cortezia steps back, waits for the team to drop, and then he'll make his move. Oh, slow and quiet. They're just creeping around. All shift buttons are held right now as nobody really knows what's going on until they peek. It's just left up to Nat. Trying to stop that defuse. Cortezia is gonna be, Cortezia now pulled off.
He's got it.
Half, there's too much time, not even half yet. It's gonna be shots from Nat. A beautiful job on the Astra to make sure the round goes to C9, and they do get that pistol. I don't know, it's like 2 orbs? It's gonna be tough to get both of those, but they do go for the buy. Looks like it might be again.
Yeah, stars on both ends too. One just to counteract here on the attack side on Cloud9 in case it was this early fight coming out from MIBR.
No capes. That's why we don't have capes. All right.
Yeah, that is so annoying. Seeing that come out of Vic all the time. It's just like,
He's like, woo.
somebody's using old school ESP.
Yeah. Over to the left side. So they're trying to just default the map. It looks like the spike still wants to go here. Vic doesn't have ult, so we do see a probable end at A.
But this position that you have forward by ASPAS.
Ooh. Does get a trade through. They're trying to sell the fake again. So it's the same round, but with more fake. Just on the left side of the map. They get it for now, but I don't think MIBR is fully bought into this one, so they're ready to defend.
Exactly. It's less numbers towards the hit on the A site.
Oh, the shots come through. Net says bye-bye. Sit down to both MIBR members on site.
Well, let's scratch that, right? Now we still have Owl Drone on the post plant. The double shot that brought a lot of value for Zeppa. And of course, Net doing what he does best, staying behind and making sure that he's the last line to secure the round with the gravity well ready here on this Astra.
Not even a connection there. They're able to back off just enough. Net can get that easy long shot as they swing out to try and get... Yep, ease. What a trade. Picture perfect there. And they can rinse and repeat as the members keep coming in.
And it's just the little things into how Cloud9 actually took advantage of that A site. And I talked about how they were able to learn from their mistakes of not used to playing against a chamber, for example, right?
Right.
This position you have from ASPAS all the way up was something that Leaf did.
ASPAS, another op. They're just trying to get these opening kills as well to slow down C9's pressure. Maybe that was the idea, is to play this safe and see if ASPAS can start get going.
ASPAS.
ASPAS.
Just covering up towards this main, and they actually double it up too. So this is a huge risk, right? You're playing this one and done in this position for Shinam. You're trying to play the bait from ASPAS, but just leaving those players anchored there doesn't allow for them to support here towards this B site.
Beautiful flash. As you can see, Cortezia could see nothing as they came in. A quick trade from the teammate, though. That's all they get for now. C9 an easy plant and a setup here. The speed they've been hitting the sites, I think, is what MIBR is trying to stop, but it just is not happening.
And the Astra Wall maybe could give an opportunity for Shinam to even play behind the wall if they want to start using it, but that clock has been taken down on that spike. Not too sure if that's going to be the play. Well, there he goes. It starts.
Nobody expects it's hardly a place anybody plays, but Zeppa's still there for one. They know the op is there for ASPAS, so they're just going to play behind walls here. Make a quick trade. Yeah, ASPAS forced to come out now, forced to do a little walk around here and help Shenum, but they are getting routed right now. Vic is about to have the back shot. Oh my gosh. They're dancing around each other. Vic's gonna go ahead and sacrifice himself for the play. ASPAS gets out with the op though, but
they've actually been quite clean as well.
Ooh, the push. Even in the KO knife.
Okay.
Oh, blocked it.
Still got a kill though, at least with the Hunter's Fury.
Yes.
So off the timeout was actually just to play around the operator and the Hunter's Fury while they have, you know, whatever buy they could muster. Cortezia with the Guardian, but at least they find value for MIBR at the start.
0 point, locking in pretty well there for the side of MIBR to let them know they are at the right site. They're watching the right, but here actually comes the paranoia. Oxy gets taken down by the fragment grenade.
That was from back A, so they read that as well in terms of the hit that Cloud9's trying to do. A pop flash play into A heaven rather again, gets thwarted, and that's a nice cam. So all these adjustments off the timeout, that was probably a lot of information being said here by Front in the very beginning, but well downloaded by MIBR in the server.
And MIBR have chosen to kind of give up this mid area again, but use util to re-clear it. They're happy to guard the sites with the members they have and let mid be taken as long as they can still get an idea of what's there.
30 seconds left.
Won't come into play anymore. Net was pushed up quite far, but now back on the flank is C9. Looks to get into this B site. Beautiful shots by Shanum. Almost another one as he identifies Nat, just looking over, and it's going to be Cortezia.
That's how you get value off the operator from ASPAS. How do you get the best out of it? Just pushing him forward to support through the Hunter's Fury.
Yeah.
Despite him, you know, getting blocked by a beam, it's still allowed here and funneled the players over into all the rest of the util that MIBR has set up. This Cloud9 play.
Man, they are just, they love to butt heads here at A.
And they will. Coming out with first blood is ASPAS too.
So quick. I think Mitch went down first to last time as well. So
yeah,
they can't really use the knife identification here. They have to make sure Zeppa's in place for when they hit it. But it is a bit of rinse and repeat here as Net goes for the push again.
That's it. Instead of a camera this time around, it's a trip. So now they still have passive information.
Exactly.
They want to give up this middle. So when I thought in a timeout they wanted to fight middle more, it's more reactionary. So the trip breaks, they pull out the L drone, they see a little bit of information here and there, but there's still a minute left on the clock. Still a lot of map in Valorant to be played this round.
I feel like C9 is playing, if you do good over there, we'll go that way. They're so spread out right now. Obviously they have a plan, but a lot of 1v1s can be created in this situation. They're trying to catch MIBR off guard, but credit to MIBR. They're playing really smart. Boom.
And that's the thing, the Hat's going to get a lot of info too. A 1v1 towards the B main, and Vic gets 2 nice kills though.
Really quick snap there to make sure he gets 2. The rest of the team says we are all over this site. Every entry is Cloud9's as they take B. But it is a 3v3, and Vic is hurt.
I was just about to mention too with, yes, they're trying to avoid the operator, but with the position that they had for Cloud9, it was so difficult for MIBR to rotate across.
Clearing everything.
Yeah, they still tried to push forward, got a couple of trades, but Vic had the hero play. Gives a chance now for Cloud9 to play the pulse plant.
Give me orbs, says ASPAS.
4 stars in the front of B.
Yeah.
Just everything's unloaded in the front.
Oh, and the paranoia. Can't find anything. Knives over their shoulders. Oxy's just trying to sell him something here. A triple kill for Oxy.
Unless he wants to avoid it in the very beginning, and he'll do so. Now starts walking up.
Seeing one, still wants the shot. Nice pop flash from the back of sight there from Arzine, but it only catches Net to jump out of the way.
It's a battle of attrition. Both KOs through a knife. ASPAS still maintains that line. Yes, he doesn't have dash anymore, but actually looks like they're deciding to give it up because he hear the Owl drone towards middle.
Oxy's still going to move up with that, knowing it was shot from the right side, but the smoke coverage is fantastic here. This trip is no longer on. They've pinged in. That's going to be the drone, though. Just in time is MIBR to stop a tragedy.
Oxy's going to keep holding that line, but lose Mitch in the process.
What a look. What a shot. And ASPAS shuts down Oxy. A 5v3 now as Cloud9 is wondering where they can end here without their sight hit.
Thankfully, it's still 2 controllers up for Cloud9. They could smoke up everything and try to work as a group. Paranoia is still available as well.
Oh, straight out of the smoke without too much util. It's what they have to do at this point. Jump forward with the shorty as Vic is just taken down to 46. The rest for ASPAS is up.